Virgo, hello and welcome to Sabella Spirit. Today we are doing a general timeless reading for your sign. I was led to use these chakra cards. I don't use them often. I think I've used them twice over the last 7 years. But Spirit has led me to them rather for these readings, and they have been pretty cool. So let's see what comes out for, okay, that was too many. Virgo today, clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. What do they need to know right now? This is crown chakra energy. This is throat chakra. And this card did try to peek out before. I don't know if you saw it, but it did try to peek out, and I put it back and I said, if you're meant to be, you will be. So we have the crown chakra, the throat chakra, and the third eye. All of the higher aspects of self, all of the higher chakras are out on the board here for you today, Virgo. Perhaps you have been trying to tap into your higher aspects, tap into the higher, I almost said higher shadows. Okay, that's not what I meant to say, but maybe Spirit wanted me to say that for a reason. Because there are shadows in every energetic center. There's the light and the dark. There are the imbalanced and the balanced aspects. So we needn't attach too greatly to the words light, dark, shadow aspects of self. It's simply a time of awakening and allowance. So allowing dark turn to light. I'm really drawn to this quest card because, okay, sorry, I keep bumping the camera. That's what I'm seeing here. Dark, light. Tapping into the emotions, I heard suddenly. There's something perhaps you've not been able to express, and you've been on the path of the throat chakra, which is our ability to express ourselves, to express our divine truth, to express and stand up for ourselves. I also just heard you have something important to say, and there might be people who need to hear your story or need to hear your messages. There is this younger child looking up to this elderly looking woman, so perhaps you have a very wise spirit. You have some lessons to share with younger populations. And that might just be for a few of you. Then we have this impartiality card, and I'm really getting the energy of twos. So two. Twos might be significant for you. Twos are the number of balance. And so it's interesting. I was talking about light and dark. So maybe there is a message there where we are balancing the dualistic nature within ourselves. We all have duality within ourselves. It's a matter of learning about that, learning about the light and the dark, or the masculine, the feminine, learning about fear and love, making decisions. Okay. So impartiality, it's kind of this energy where, again, the word allowance is coming in for this card here. And then we have mysticism. So this is the third eye. Maybe you have been working on the third eye chakra, developing your sense of sacred sight. Maybe you have been receiving messages through the third eye chakra. That could be visions. It could be divine guidance in some form. I just heard there are many layers to your gifts. Levels also. It's a leveling up energy. Maybe you've had a recent spiritual awakening. Okay, let's get some clarity on these cards here, Spirit. What would you like Virgo to know about this impartiality card? Clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. And I just did see here the blue and the pink. And so masculine, feminine, of course, that is more of a traditional scope, but not that colors or genders matter, but the duality within each of us is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's a lesson that has been coming up a lot lately in these readings. And so you can even Google like balanced and imbalanced aspects of divine masculine and feminine. And I think that will be really eye-opening to you. I've recently done that as well because I've noticed I've been living in my masculine energy in not the most healthy way for a long time. And so I was trying to get some clarity on ways that I can, first of all, acknowledge, because I find the first step in any healing journey is to release yourself from a sense of denial. So the first step is to be honest. And so before I can start healing the shadow aspect of my masculine, I need to first of all understand, what does that look like? And so step one, I've looked like that can be, a workaholic, which I've been for a number of years, taking control, being very controlling of situations, things like that. So, okay, I can start integrating and understanding and being honest with myself. Where have I been controlling? Why do I feel the need to do that? Why do I feel the need to work so much? And so by being honest, I can kind of see how my divine masculine overcompensates for the imbalances in the divine feminine. So not feeling worthy without proving myself, right? So that imbalance is, I'm feeling less than in the feminine, so I have to overcompensate in the masculine, is the understanding I'm trying to come to. And so, yeah, okay, I went off on a tangent there, but hopefully that resonated with someone and someone needed to hear that. Clarifying the impartiality card, we have the Page of Cups. So this could be someone younger than you coming in with a message of love. This could be you coming into this younger sort of energy where you have some creative energy. You feel a bit of optimism about the future. You may have a dreamy type spirit to you. For some of you, I just heard that you have your moon in a water sign. And so that you could be more of an emotional sort of idealist type energy, which is really great. And so Spirit's encouraging you to tap into more of that younger sort of, what types of things did you enjoy as a child? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is planting seeds. Planting seeds of success is always what I feel with the Seven of Pentacles. You've recently had maybe an idea of what you need to do to achieve this long-term success. So right now you're in the energy of I guess like the energy of being willing to do what you need to do to create this future. I also pick up like the renovation, some like renovation. Maybe you are doing renovations in your home and maybe like you're in a very dreamy energy. This is unlocking a bit of creative energy also, I'm hearing, for you, which raises the vibration. This is a really great energy to be in. Really good for tapping into the higher chakras for sure, and balancing out the lower chakras too, because we see him wearing orange here. So that is the energy of creation. So when we do creative projects, really, really good to keep us in a higher vibration. I just noticed for the first time ever, he's wearing an orange boot and a brown boot. Huh. So again, it's that sort of light and dark aspects of self. Huh. Allowing. Allowing is the word that keeps coming up for you. Clear, concise messages. Can we get some clarity on the Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles for Virgo? What else do they need to know about the Seven of Cups and the Page of Seven of Cups? No. Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. What else do they need to know about this Page of Cups? Queen of Wands. Okay. A definite, passionate, creative energy is coming in for you. You've recently taken on a project that is bringing you into alignment with your true self, your higher self. Queen of Wands for me is definitely a woman who, or genders need not apply, a person who lives in the higher aspects of self to be able to manifest and align herself with what is meant for her. A magnetic type energy. You attract what is meant for you because you are willing to stay in this creative type energy. So this could be a very confident, attractive, passionate type person that is in your life, or this could be you. This could be, I'm really feeling for some of you, you're working on a project that is waking something up within you. It's something that you may have enjoyed as a child, and you're just realizing now, like, oh, I have a real passion for design, or I have a real passion for renovating, or there's something that you're doing in the physical world that is aligning you with your higher timeline, your higher purpose. Clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. What do we need to know about this quest? Quest card, please, for Virgo. Clear, concise messages for their highest good. Okay. Well, if you have been on the soul lesson quest of strength, I certainly feel for you. That is a hard lesson to go through. Strength for me is always the lesson of self-love and self-respect. So when we are experiencing that soul lesson, it does not feel good to go through it, because oftentimes to learn self-love and self-respect, we have to be treated like shit to finally put up the boundaries of this is what I want, this is what I deserve, this is what I'm willing to accept in my life, to stand in your gorgeous, gorgeous power and say, I am strong, I am brave, I am confident, I am courageous, and I will no longer accept this lower vibrational energy in my life. Yeah, there's like, I'm feeling a lot of strong, empowered energy. Like, you finally found your true self by being on this lifelong quest of what do I want? What do I need? And with the throat chakra here, finally being able to express that from an empowered state instead of a fear type based energy where, sometimes if we act out of an energy of fear, we might attract the lesson again and again and again, because we don't realize, like, when we act out of the energy of fear, the energy is muddled. So we think we're, like, oh, I'll never do that again. I hate this, blah, 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 blah. So you're in like this very like fear-based energy or anger-based energy or wounded type energy. And so we actually keep attracting the lesson until we have this wake up, this awakening, this sort of high priestess moment where we're like, oh, okay, I get it now. I have to go inside. I have to tap into the energy of love. Self-love, self-awakening, healing the inner child wounds with this red and yellow here. It's family, tribe-based wounding that has affected our sense of self and our self-esteem, and coming into this acknowledgement of, I need to act from a place of love and self-love, self-respect in order to attract new energy into my life. I'm getting the sense you're a very generous spirit, which, again, sorry, I got distracted there. They were saying something about transactional interactions, something like that, where, again, if we're being generous from a wounded place, we're not going to get back what we want, I think is the message they were trying to say. If we give from a place of being wounded, like, oh, I'm giving because, okay, again, it's I'm getting a combined energy here. It's a bit of a martyr type energy where I'm giving because people will like me more or something, or they'll see me a certain way, but then I feel mad that I'm always giving is the energy I'm getting for some of you. So I feel that you've been able to heal that aspect of yourself, or you are working on that right now, where you had this high priestess moment where you were able to see that bit, this subconscious sort of energy, maybe being in the wounded divine feminine energy, where the wounded divine feminine will often give and give and give to her demise, whereas coming into the strength power, the healed aspect of the divine feminine is giving from a place of love and not over giving. So giving, but then when you see you're giving in a relationship that's not reciprocating, not that that's what you expect, but energetically it is something that we should sort of demand reciprocal love, because if we're giving and not receiving something in return or feeling respected and valued, then we tend to become resentful. So what they're saying here is, I think you've been able to see what relationships in your life aren't giving back to you, and you're able to, with love and respect, because you love and respect yourself, you're able to respectfully decline that energy from entering your life anymore. And that's really a beautiful energy to be in. With the Four of Pentacles, this often talks about a need for control, maybe a bit of hoarding type energy. Maybe you've had to do this as a form of protection, self-preservation, I'm also hearing, where you've had to protect your pentacles. But now you're coming into an energy of healing that and seeing that you can choose where you give. Like on one hand, I'm seeing someone who's very generous. And then I'm seeing someone who feels the need to control and to protect. And so definitely a balancing is coming out where you're seeing the relationships that have put you in this energy of having to protect yourself. And that's not an energy you want to be in. I don't think you're comfortable in that energy anymore. And you've realized, I have to make this choice. I have to stand in my strength, my power, becoming the high priestess, being really real and honest with myself and balancing out the divine feminine energy, no longer allowing my wounds to rule my life. Beautiful message, Virgo. Okay, clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. What do they need to know about the mysticism card? Clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. Divine feminine is out on this board, and like I say, we all have divine masculine and feminine aspects. I'm getting a sense that we really need to take a look and heal. Okay, for mysticism, there could be a heartbreak. There could be, yeah, definitely. Wow, okay. You're waking up from an illusion with the moon card. You have had a chance to go into a state of contemplation. Here with the Four of Swords, you have discovered that it might be a time to let go of an old way of doing things. With the Eight of Cups and with the Seven of Cups here, it's again, this energy, typically this could be that you have a lot of opportunities, a lot of options. I'm feeling this connection to the Page of Cups here, where you're seeing a new way of living. You're seeing this new way of being, and you've been able to tap into that because you've learned the lesson of strength. So like I said, you usually have to go through some sort of heartbreak for you to really learn and integrate that lesson. And the lesson keeps showing up in your life. So you will have recognized some form of patterning in your life because strength is one of the hardest lessons to learn for a human being. And so don't beat yourself up if this has been a lifelong journey. Okay. I'm feeling so like, okay. I felt really tired. My nose started running. It's funny, during these readings, I've had 2 so far today where my nose was running. My last reading with Taurus, I was like angry. I was crying at one point. So there's a lot of really big energies in the collectives today where, well, first of all, the full moon was last night. And so these are timeless readings, but there's definitely an energy of releasing. So whatever needs to be addressed and released, I feel you're really waking up. You're coming out of this time of illusion and you're allowing these beautiful downloads and messages to come in. And you're integrating finally the shadow aspects and coming into a more balanced state of being. Yeah. The energy of having to walk away from something to welcome something better. No longer giving to the wrong situations or people. Okay, let's see what else. Let's get some clarifiers out. Clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. What do they need to know about impartiality? The Queen of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. We have the Four of Swords again. So very much contemplative energy where Spirit is validating for the right collective. If this is you, you have been in a state of coming into a place of inner knowing, taken some time to rest. And if you haven't done that, they're urging you to do that. Spend time in nature, listening for guidance from your angels and your own inner voice, because over-analyzing the situation won't provide the answers you're seeking. Consider taking a vacation or a small break to help you rejuvenate and become clear on what your next step should be. Meditation can be very helpful. And always when I say meditation can be helpful, I would like to also inform you that meditation can be different for everybody. Meditation is often for people with neurodivergence or mental health challenges. Meditation can be quite hard and it can be, I don't know why the word intrusive. So maybe someone's having intrusive thoughts and meditation can be quite uncomfortable if you experience that. So often what I urge people to do is do some sort of repetitive task. So whether that's cooking, cleaning, driving, going for a walk, something where you're doing a couple tasks at once is often quite helpful, because for me, especially in my own experience, I have ADHD and some other challenges. And so I find that my brain actually needs to be doing something else, or visually stimulated or physically stimulated, so that I can actually tap into a meditative state. So that might be helpful for some of you. The difference between a meditative state and just a mundane task is your intention around it. So I always say, first of all, before we do anything in our day, whether that's sleep, when we wake up, when we go to a social situation, before we meditate, we always have to protect ourselves. So Archangel Michael, please surround and protect me from all lower beings and all lower energies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then set your intention. For the next 20 minutes of this drive, I ask that you bring me into a meditative state so that I may receive messages for my highest good. Simple. Okay, clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. What else do they need to know about this impartiality card? Clear, concise messages. Okay, we have, I was going to say the Virgo coming out. We have the Hermit coming out, which is your card, Virgo, the spiritual teacher. There are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love in ways in which you might give to those around you. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. This is really a time of tapping in, finding that inner light. Again, I just noticed that he's holding... on his backpack, he has this basket full of children's toys. So again, I think I said earlier, tapping into things that you may have enjoyed doing as a child is really going to align you. There's a lot of childlike energy, perhaps inner child healing that you need to do, tapping into things, like I said, that you enjoyed doing as a child. And then we have the messenger of thought. A new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. So again, that's the energy we felt here. New information may require changes to your plans. Review all documents carefully. You know, will meet or are someone who loves to learn and share knowledge. This person is brilliant and truthful, but also blunt and not very diplomatic. So this is reminding me again where you might have a short story to share with someone that will really help someone on their path. There's the energy in this card and in this card and in, where did we see that? The Six of Pentacles here, where the energy of giving and receiving, but also having boundaries for sure, because we can't give from a place of wounding, right? So you have to be giving from a place of your spiritual power, your spiritual gifts, your spiritual alignment, giving from a place that feels good for you, not from a place that feels like I'm giving because I have to, or I'm giving from a wounded place or the wounded divine feminine. And also this energy coming out again, where there's a project that you're working on that's really aligning you to your higher self and reconnecting you to an aspect of naturally healing an aspect of the inner child. Clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. What do they need to know about the quest? You might want to look up ascension symptoms, because that's what I'm feeling here. All of a sudden it feels like my ears have to pop. And my nose is running. I'm not sick, so I've only been feeling this energy while I've done these readings. Clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. What do they need to know about the quest card? Perhaps you are a spiritual teacher, or you're coming into the energy of needing to be a spiritual teacher. Okay, we have the another four coming out here. The Four of Cups this time, with the Four of Swords, and we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so there's a situation that has caused you to have a bit of a wake-up call. Like we said, with the heartbreak here, the Strength card, there's definitely a reawakening, a rewounding, a teaching that you've had to really accept finally in your life, where maybe you weren't able to accept it before, but now Spirit is saying, now is the time. And maybe you have to teach someone else about the Strength card, because often the best way for us to learn as humans is to teach someone else. So it doesn't mean you have to have, you have to know everything about this particular topic. It just means that sometimes sharing the lessons that we've been able to receive in a situation. So with the Strength card, it's a big soul lesson. Just helping someone else onto the path of accepting the soul lesson of strength. You may even find yourself being aligned to younger people or to younger spirits that are going through some of the same challenges that you've recently had to experience. And now you can stand in your power as a spiritual teacher. Like I said, doesn't mean you have to know everything. Nobody's perfect, but sometimes our stories really help and heal others. And you might just channel a message from the divine for somebody and really help them on their path to awakening and tapping into their own inner strength and self-love. Because it is often easier to give love to others than it is to ourselves. And through giving love to others, we also are receiving love. Four of Emotion says, there are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing upon you. Look around. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. Again, it's that meditative energy and also opening yourself to the love that is around you. So maybe you're trying to get love from one situation that simply cannot give you love. And the divine is saying, but here, look, we have all this other love around you that you're just not seeing. And so they're trying to wake you up to be in the energy of gratitude, be in the energy of receiving, be in the energy of noticing the gifts that are around you and having gratitude for that, because it will keep your vibrational energy up. And then the Ten of Swords says, a situation that's been troubling you has come to an end and you can breathe a sigh of relief. That's what I was feeling before when I had that sigh. I did feel a sense of relief. So I felt tired, but also a sense of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go at this juncture. Someone in your life may now finally be free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. And that could also be you. Maybe you're awakening to the fact that you have some addictions or you have some codependency issues, which is, again, wounding in the divine feminine. So yeah, I'm really feeling urged to tell you to look up the divine masculine and feminine balancing and imbalanced. Clear, concise messages for Virgo's highest good. Okay. And to further validate that, we have choose freedom, which is the devil in the traditional tarot. So they are indicating that you have something that needs healing, needs addressing. This could be an addiction. This is definitely something that you may not see in yourself, but you're being urged to wake up to focus more on yourself than the people around you. Sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities you might act upon. This card says choose freedom. So this is mental freedom. This is spiritual freedom. Our mental state really determines where our life ends up going. So this is a bit of a wake-up call to kind of see, what have you been choosing, right? Because no one's making you give. You've chosen that. And that's often a wounding in the divine feminine. Same with the divine masculine. If you're working and you're exhausted, you're kind of choosing that too, right? So there could be some things you need to cut out, like addictions that you can't afford. And maybe that's why you're working so hard, because you need to be able to afford your addictions. Some sort of energy like that, where it's like murder energy, where you're like doing something you know is hurting you and yet feeling forced to do it. But like I said before, it's all about honesty. Like being willing to be honest is the first step. And we as human beings, we're going to learn lessons all day long, all life long, until we choose to be honest. Clear, concise messages for mysticism. Another 4. Okay, so, and I was just thinking about this card. This is a wake-up call. This is the Judgment card in the traditional tarot. This is, so Judgment is a sense of clarity. It's a wake-up call. It's alignment with your life purpose. All of this is, validation of everything we're seeing here. It says you've accomplished a great deal in your life and you have much to be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and present, you'll get clear on your divine life purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. I just heard, who is the real you? So maybe it's time for you to tap in and decide, who am I? The 4 of Pentacles says it's time to reflect upon your relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely or are you holding on to it too tightly? This can also relate to how you give of yourself to others. So again, we had the 4 of Pentacles come out before. So this is a reiteration, is you might be giving to the wrong people or places. And this is about balancing where you're giving. So what you're giving to others and also what you're receiving, how you're sort of holding on to your money. Are you holding on to it too tightly? This could be, again, you're feeling the need to hold on to something tightly because of a situation that you're in. And they're asking you to kind of wake up to the situation that you're in and realize that you really, at the end of the day, you chose the situation you're in. So taking responsibility from that, not feeling bad about it, coming into an empowered sort of place and being like, oh, okay, so I get what happened in my life to make me feel the need to maintain these types of relationships or situations. But by exploring the divine masculine and feminine aspects and working on balancing those aspects within myself, I can change my reality and I can choose freedom and choose a new path to go down. And you know what? By teaching someone else the lessons that you've learned, they will integrate more fully. What else does this say? This can also relate to how you give of yourself to others. Is your heart open or are you holding back? Your hard work and wise investments will bring great success. So definitely, if you're experiencing some form of heartache, you do need to allow yourself to experience those lower vibrations to release them. So that's a really important part of the human journey as well, is to learn how to release lower vibrational energy, because then it clears out a space to welcome in higher vibrational energy. So I'm really feeling a lot of that give and take energy for you. The give and take, ebb and flow, masculine, feminine, light, dark. That's a big theme for you here, Virgo. So letting go to welcome in the new. Check out our chakra healing videos and meditations. Those might be really helpful. What else was I going to say? I don't remember. Let's get a final card for Virgo. Okay, the Guardian of Thought. You may be called upon to be a spokesperson for a cause close to your heart. Your angels will give you the perfect words and you'll do brilliantly. You may be asked to be a mentor or find one yourself. Wow, so that energy is definitely strong. This situation involves someone who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. This person, who could be you, may be emotionally unavailable. Right, so that's another aspect of the wounded masculine, is emotional unavailability as a form of protection. Again, totally natural. I hope you realize everything I'm saying here that may be triggering or sound harsh to you, I'm really saying it from a place of love, because these are all lessons that I've had to learn myself and I'm continuing to learn. And I'm doing so with an open heart. Yes, it triggers me. Yes, it hurts. It's really hard to be honest with myself sometimes and to acknowledge the mistakes I've made, the ways that I've hurt other people, the ways I continue to hurt myself. So everything I'm saying here, I'm saying with complete love and compassion and support. I would love to support you on your path and let you know that step one in any healing journey is being honest and journaling about that, reaching out to a mental health professional for support. It's about integrating the lessons to be a spiritual teacher for others, to be a loving support for others, and to continue showing up for yourself and doing this soul work, because you do have a message to share with others. Is a great message that keeps coming through on this board here. You don't have to be perfect to teach others. You don't have to be fully healed or enlightened to teach others either. We teach others through our story and through our experiences. So Virgo, sending you lots of love and hugs, and I'm super excited for this next part of your journey.